Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel The Green Gunner. This is your host Saad Humayun. As you know, Champions League draw for round of 16 has been announced and our beloved Arsenal will face Portuguese giants FC Porto. They are a decent side but make no mistake, we are better and stronger and Arsenal fans won't mind this draw at all. We finished our group as leaders, which meant we could face the likes of FC Copenhagen, RB Leipzig, Napoli, Porto, and PSG. And to our advantage, we got Porto. I would say that's fair enough. Now, Arsenal, even though we had been absent from Champions League for a long time, facing Porto isn't something new to us. We have faced them many times in the past and were victorious on more than one occasion. But it's been a long time. Back then, we had different players playing under different manager. Football has changed a lot since then. And today, past records will not have any influence on the upcoming draw. Now, um, let's revisit the memory lane with some noted clashes between Arsenal and Porto. Arsenal 2, Porto nil, September 2006. Under the leadership of legendary Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger, Arsenal's maiden comparative encounter, it was the first encounter with Porto, resulted in a resounding Champions League victory. And what a team we had back then! A star-studded starting 11, including the likes of my favorite, legendary Thierry Henry, Cesc Fabregas, Jens Lehmann, and Gilberto Silva. They proved unstoppable for the Portuguese side. Thierry Henry scored the opener in the 38th minute, followed by a second goal from Alexander Hilab, thanks to an assist from the Frenchman. Now, after that, Arsenal faced Porto again, this time in the September of 2008, and on this occasion, Arsenal won 4-0. Arsenal started their 2008-2009 campaign, European campaign, with a win over Porto at the Emirates. Despite early pressure from Porto, goals from Robin van Persie and Emmanuel Adebayor had the home side 2-0 up by halftime. When Percy secured his second goal in the 48th minute, and Adebayor also netted a brace, scoring a penalty after a foul on Nicholas Bent. After that, the third encounter between Arsenal and Porto was in the February of 2010. This time, Porto win. Porto won 2-1. Arsenal experienced some goalkeeping difficulties with Lucas Fabianski. Fabianski was not the same Fabianski we know today. He accidentally redirected Sylvester Varela's cross into his own net. Nevertheless, Sol Campbell headed in the equalizer from a corner. Thomas Rosicky was denied a penalty, and this proved costly as Radamel Falcao tipped the scales, handing Porto a slight advantage before the returning leg in London. Then, in the March of 2010, Arsenal scored 5, Porto scored nil. It was a 5-0 victory over Porto. Despite Porto having the likes of Hulk, Raul Morales, and Varela in their team, they could not stand against Arsenal's dominant performance in the return leg. Nicholas Bentner emerged as one of the heroes, scoring twice in the first half to offset the Gunners' deficit from the first meeting. Samir Nasri and Emmanuel Eboué also added to the scoreline, with Bentner completing his first senior hat-trick with a penalty in the 91st minute for Arsenal. Arsenal's record against Porto, if we summarize it, these two teams they have played 6 matches against each other. Arsenal have won three, one has been drawn, and Porto have won twice. Up till now, it had been a close contest overall, and we don't know what will happen when these two sides meet again in February. I guess we'll find out next year. Until then, um, we have to keep cheering for Arsenal in the Premier League and hope we extend our stay on top of the table. We have Liverpool on Saturday, and I don't see why we cannot win against them. It's an Anfield, it's an away game. It's always a difficult fixture at Anfield, but this Arsenal side is a top side, and I'm hoping we get the victory over Liverpool and extend our stay on the top of the table. Anyways, now moving on to other draws from the Champions League. Porto versus Arsenal we have already discussed. Then we have Napoli versus Barcelona. Both sides are former shadows of themselves. It's going to be a good contest. I believe Napoli might win this because of the quality they have. They have Victor Osimhen and they have a very decent midfield. And with Barcelona, you never know which Barcelona side would turn up on the given day. They are very inconsistent, and that's why I think Napoli are favorites against Barcelona to go through. Then we have PSG versus Real Sociedad. Some PSG fans are feeling nervous about this one. I don't know why. Not seen a lot of French football lately. Maybe they know something I don't. That's why they are not confident about this one. Real Sociedad, if they win this one, it will be a big upset, I guess. Inter Milan versus Atletico Madrid. I don't care. Too defensive, written all over this one. Two teams parking bus. No thanks, I'm not interested. PSV Eindhoven versus Borussia Dortmund. I think Dortmund. I think Dortmund will go through. They are on another level as compared to PSV. Lazio versus Bayern Munich. Well, Bayern Munich are favorites, not for just this fixture, but to win the competition. Rightly so. To me, they are favorite to win the Champions League. Got brilliant squad, wide players joined by Harry Kane. Definitely one to watch out for. As an Arsenal fan, I would want to avoid Bayern Munich this time for completely different reasons. FC Copenhagen versus Man City. Easy walk in the park for Pep Guardiola. Perfect draw they could have asked for given how lackluster they have been this past month or this season so far. So this could give them a breather. Copenhagen, with all due respect, are not top standard team. Yes, they had beaten Man United, but Man City isn't Man United. I only see one result, and that's Man City thrashing FC Copenhagen in both legs. Next, we have RP Leipzig versus Real Madrid. Now, this could be tricky. Real Madrid are always title favorites in this competition. Most successful club to ever win this competition. But RP Leipzig could upset them thanks to Real Madrid's injury troubles. Although I still believe Madrid will come out as winners. They have quality squad, they have depth, decent depth, and experience of winning this competition. That completes the round of 16 draw, and that's all for today. I hope you like the video, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon with the Liverpool versus Arsenal match preview and predicted lineup. Thank you.